I have a half Jack Russell, half English pointer named Dante. He is essentially a 45-pound Jack Russell, looks like an enormous version of Wishbone, and for some reason hates kids. Not like he tries to hurt them or anything, he just wants nothing to do with them. Perhaps it's because he tried to play with one of my friend's kids when they were tiny and accidentally bowled him over. Remember, 45-pound Jack Russell. The kid cried, Dante got in trouble, and I guess he's been scarred ever since. Because when my wife and I had kids, Dante did not like them at all. I imagined having one of those dogs who cuddles with a newborn, or maybe puppy plays with them, or at least is fiercely protective of them. But I'm convinced that if an intruder came into my house and kidnapped our children, Dante would hold the door for them. When we came home from the hospital with our firstborn, we introduced Dante first thing. He calmly sniffed the baby's legs and then promptly sulked off to a different part of the room. When we set my son down next to him, Dante whimpered while staring at us as if he was begging us to take the kid away. He never hurt him, he just didn't want to be around him. It wasn't much different with our second-born, and when our first became old enough to throw around food, the typical time when a dog falls in love with a child, Dante ate the droppings and went back to sulking. When my sons got big enough to actually play with him, Dante would avoid them whenever he could. My son would grab him, love on him, tug on his ears and play, all the puppy wrestling stuff Dante loved doing with me, but Dante hated doing with my sons. I'd play tug-of-war with his favorite chew toy, and if I handed off one end to my sons, well, Dante would just drop the toy and stop playing. If I threw the toy for fetch, he'd delightedly fetch it. If my sons threw it, Dante would stare at me as if asking why I would let them do that. My third child is a girl, and I thought maybe Dante might like her. Let's just say he tolerates her the most. Or maybe he's just used to kids being around by now. So I guess I'll never have a baby-loving dog, but I love him all the same, my little wishbone-looking curmudgeon. But if my wife ever kisses me in front of Dante, he gets very upset, because the last thing he wants is another human puppy in the house.